They should turn on the mic. That might help. At least I hope it does. Okay. Always gotta put my little heart to make sure chat's still working. Alright. Give it a little time. People to trickle in. Good evening. Get a sip of tea. Are we back again for another great stream of getting lost? It's gonna be great. We're gonna go a couple hours. I don't know how long these next couple chapters are gonna take. They're actually kind of longish. Okay, so a couple things about the save file. Oh, yes. Oh, I should mention that. Yes, chat. I have a new avatar now, because I haven't changed my avatar since I got my Justin TV account. If anybody here is new, Justin TV was what Twitch was before they got bought. Here's a funny story before we get started, so we can wait for a couple people. I got a Justin TV account so I could participate in chats. Because there was this guy on Justin TV. His name was Synth, or The Synth. And he had a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week stream of Mystery Science Theater episodes. He used to do riff tracks, and then he got a cease and desist for just the riff tracks. But he was just running Mystery Science Theater episodes all day, every day. It was great to sleep to. You could just pop in sometimes. Sometimes he would put in a bad movie, or a good movie. And then we would riff in the chat, and I wanted to be able to be involved with that because I freaking love Mystery Science Theater. It's like my biggest inspiration for anything. I have a lot of callbacks. I am not an original person. A lot of my callbacks either come from Maximilian Dude, or Astral Spiff, or Mystery Science Theater. I am not original. I admit that. Those guys are my heroes. All of those guys. So, I had a Justin TV account, and my original, this was my name, and my original avatar was Daft Punk. So if you guys remember, that's what I've had for years and years and years. And then I forgot about it because he kept getting banned, or he had to make new accounts, and then I just kind of forgot that Justin TV existed for like years. And then right around the time of like just before pandemic, that's when I was like, oh yeah, people stream on this, because I knew somebody who used to work there. I knew some stuff. I'm not gonna say anything else other than that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then everybody started doing pandemic streams, right? So I decided I didn't start streaming. I think I've only been streaming for 3 years. I'm a newbie. I'm a tiny micro content creator. So I went to go like, well, I want to at least participate in those streams. And, you know, totally not knowing that Justin TV was twitch.tv. Also, let me know if my volume is okay, if I'm too loud or not. So I kept trying to, like, start a new account with this name and everything, and it would not let me start the account. And then I would, like, alright, let me try my other username that I like to use, which is Dizmaxwell, D-I-Z. And it wouldn't let me use that either. Oh, you remember watching some stuff from Mystery Science Theater on Justin TV? Yeah, that was years ago. When I was in a different bedroom. I moved into a different bedroom since then. But yeah, so it wouldn't let me. And then one day on a lark, I just threw in the name, and like, somehow I just remembered the password. I just threw in a password, and I was like, oh my god, this was Justin TV. I've had an account the whole time. Like, I spent a week trying to figure out why it would not let me start an account, and I didn't want to start a new email. I almost did. I almost used my other email for it. So, here we are. 3 years in, I think. Yeah, I finally changed my avatar. I don't know how many people from my old days at Justin TV are still around. There was one person I was talking to for years, and then I just haven't heard from that person in years, so, like, I don't know anybody from, like, my old days of trolling the Mystery Science Theater 24-hour stream. One time, This is my last story before we get started. One time, we were there, and he just left his computer on all day, just to stream, and he wasn't making any money of it. I don't think you could have I don't think he monetized back then. I don't think you could. So he was just doing it for the hell of it. So he left his computer on, and he would go to work. I don't know what Synth ever did. He joined in. He was a nice guy in the chat. We think one of his younger siblings came on, and they went to YouTube off screen, and then they put on like a 10-hour loop, or they looped it, of like what's going on top, and they made it really loud on top of what we were watching, and it just pissed off chat. Chat got so toxic. I was just like, I can't really watch The Tormented, which is, you know, ironic. I do remember this was the Mystery Science Theater episode, which is ironic because this is the subtitle of this game. I was trying to watch The Tormented, and I was just like, you know, I could probably take 30 minutes of this, but I muted it and just, I think I eventually left too. Nobody ever found out what happened, and if they did, and it happened off stream. I only like signed in like late afternoon to evening to sleep to. So anyway, that's my twitch.tv account story. Yeah, it was pretty annoying. So, let's load in. I think I've had enough time of just yapping. I think I scared away the other two people who were here. Whatever. Okay, so, last time we were on this save file, it was at 3 hours and 50 minutes. I didn't soft lock, but what happened was I kind of minorly sequence broke. And not, like, there's a lot of things in this game that you can miss, and I'm trying not to miss as much stuff as possible in this game. So what I ended up doing, I was just like, well, I couldn't turn in some pictures to Miku at a certain point, and I didn't want to be behind on that info, because some of the info pops extra notes at Yu's room, it gives you extra notes from Miku. I didn't want to miss all of that, so swallowed my pride, looked up a guide, and I started a whole new playthrough. So I rotated a save. This is the save that I was working on. As you can see, I'm on chapter 8. Just to get ahead. And I played all the way up to just about where we're about to fall asleep here. And hopefully I remember to do all my shit. And then we're back on track. So I've managed to subtract because I skipped cutscenes and I wasn't reading everything. So we're about 2:19, but originally we're almost 4 hours into this save. So if you just add on top of that, we're 6 hours into this save. So this is where we are. So if you watch my VODs, or you're a future VOD watcher and you're watching this and you notice there's a huge time discrepancy here, it's because I started the save over so I could try to stay on track. So this is where we are. We're at the end of hour 3, which is chapter 3, night 5. This is where we are. And I haven't been rotating the costumes as much as I should, so I'm gonna try. This is where we're at. Hey! So let's get this going. Don't worry about the suit. Alright. Alright, so I believe where this save leaves off. Now, I did this last, like, a couple days ago. So I'm trying to remember where I am. Hey, new costume! It's a suit. It's a sexy secretary suit. I kind of wish they had, like, put in... Oh, wait, I didn't want to save. I got the film. It is daytime, so... we need to go downstairs. Cause cutscene. We're gonna watch this cutscene for, like, a third time, I think. Oh, somebody's home. I think. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm gonna watch this cutscene again. Look at the costume. costume chat. Shoot, I forgot to turn off chat. Whatever. Okay. Which the alts gave her sneakers joke. That's only half a joke. Yeah, that's you. I love you. I like this aesthetic. There was a tweet that my friend shared on the Discord that I could not retweet because Twitter sucks now. But yeah, the aesthetic of boots, short skirt, white shirt, and a pop of color. That is my horror aesthetic, guys. This is how you do it. This is peak horror design. Right? And like you can have variations. You can have like a colored tank top, boots, and a short skirt cuz Jill Valentine. Right? Jill Valentine. We love Jill. I mean, I like her beret. It's kind of cute, but I like her pants. But this aesthetic, this early to mid 2000s horror aesthetic, bring it back. Take me back, chat. We'll just redo this whole part of the chapter. I just want horror ladies to have cute, cool drip. What can you say? I mean, like, remember Heather had, like, all those, like, tank top or t-shirt and, like, jeans designs? Because I think that was supposed to be her original outfit, but then, like, the ladies on, like, the team were just like, no, she needs a cute outfit. She's a teenage girl. And then they gave her, like, that stylish puffy vest with the skirt and the boots. It's great. Women know better. No. Dad's home. Miku. That song? Oh, Ray. Good morning. That song? I don't exactly remember where I heard it, but I feel like I've been hearing it in my dreams lately. I don't have any idea what the lyrics mean. Oh, that's right, because like the last time we did this, it's in a different dialect. It's like an old-ass dialect. So that's why she doesn't understand it. It doesn't quite come through in localization, but, you know, they did their best. Could it be some sort of dialect? Dreams. Hopefully I did not overwrite where we on notes. No, we got a lot to read. In the Sega Saturn port of RE1 gave her sneakers. Super low poly. Ghost and shit, bro. I mean, you know. Every time I dream of the house, the snake-like tattoo gets bigger. The stabbing pain is worse every day. If things carry on like this, it would eventually cover my whole body. And then, the dreams, the manor, what do they mean? How do I escape? How indeed? People gonna have to die? Hope not. Miku was singing the same lullaby I heard in the manor. She said she heard the song in her dream too. Has she been having the same dreams? Is she being lured into the house too? Just like Yoshino Takigawa and me? Uh-oh. Red doll room. So if you remember, I got attacked by the little girl in the red doll room. She's like, I can't wait to impale a real priestess today. Yeah, great. We love her. Forgot that. I think it's Shigure. She's the crazy one. There's a crazy one, there's the nice one, there's the sad one, and then there's the leader. That's how it goes. In the small room where I heard the lullaby, red dolls were nailed to the walls. Inside, one of the girls dressed as shrine maidens tried to impale me in my day. Inside was one of the girls dressed as shrine maidens who tried to impale me in my daydream. Who is she? And what is she doing in there? What indeed? We're gonna find out. One of my favorite chapters is coming up. The girl who works as my assistant. The song she was singing is the same lullaby I heard inside that manor. Is Miku having the same dreams as me? She lost a relative, someone close. Is that who she sees in her dreams? Just like me. And I think that's it. Alright. More? What are the dreams about? I don't really remember too well, but I'm singing the song in my dreams. While singing, I start to feel homesick, like I'm remembering someone important. At the end of the dream, I'm so scared. All I can remember is that I'm very afraid. But that's just the way dreams are, I guess. Okay. And a couple times where I got lucky in my other playthrough of Ruri being awake. This is not one of those times, but I can't fucking be mad. Because you're a kitty cat! Can't even be mad. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky. We're gonna get that after we develop the film. Yeah. Can't wait for crap to get crazy in the house. As it does. We got lots. Looks like skewered dolls in the... This looks like the skewered dolls in the courtyard with the sacred tree. Maybe it's some kind of religious ritual. Kimono-clad mother and daughter holding something that looks like a child. What could have happened to them? That is a mistranslation. I think we went over that. And because of that, it kind of makes their story a little wacky. It's really hard to kind of figure out what actually happened. It is a cool animation. A mother and daughter have emerged, dressed in kimonos. Did they once go missing too? If so, it must have been a long time ago. The shrine maiden in the room full of dolls nailed to the wall. She has a stake in her hand, just like in my vision. Who or what could she be? An image has appeared of an old projector that must have been there inside the mansion. Alright. Let's read the notes. Inside the house, in a courtyard surrounded by a corridor, was a tree wrapped with sacred rope. Around it stood straw dolls skewered on stakes. Countless dolls in the snow. What could the significance of this eerie scene? What could it be? I mean... The mother and child who appeared in my dream in old-fashioned kimonos. The daughter dropped a scrap of paper. On it was an apology she'd written to her mother. The child's father went to fetch her ball when she must have felt responsible for what happened. Now, it is the same woman in both those pictures, but, like, the child in her arms, in relation to the significance of where that might be, does not make sense. I think it's something that never really got explained properly. When we get to that part, we'll talk about it. Shrine Maiden Girl. The girls who appeared in my daydream at the deserted house when I visited on the photography assignment. In the dream manner, they were in the room where the red dolls were nailed to the wall. Who or what could they be? If the manner I saw on that day was the one I dream about, the one I heard about from Miku, does that mean they were carrying out some kind of ceremony there? Impaling people? Oh dear. Projector. This old projector was in the house I saw in my dream. The images inside showed girls dressed as shrine maidens. Someone must have been there recording what goes on inside that manor. Indeed. It's always a folklorist. But what happened to said folklorist? We'll find out. It's never good for a folklorist. That's why they get hazard pay. There's a stain there. I think I got the only thing that's out of there. I want to check one more time. Oh! Look at that. Luggage is in there. So we have to get unknown. We'll have to watch it later. Ah. You had a lot of crazy stuff. Watch me miss the bathroom. Okay. No creepy shit here. I like how they have the, I think that's everything. Let's see if Miku will take them. If not, we'll give it to her in the night. Well, let's see if she'll take them now. I don't think she will. I don't think she's programmed for that. No. Yeah, she's still on the dreams part. Okay. So we will have to give her... Where? Where are you? You heard that, right? That was a cat, right? There you are. You're awake. Let me interact with you. Please. Void cat. Like Minna. Let me interact with you. Fine. Here you go. Here you go. You can go on Miku's bed. And automatically asleep. Can't even be bad. It's so cute. Always sleeping. And then when you're not in an interactable state. Alright. Enough cat shenanigans. We have to go get the letter. I think also that was a big reason why we had such a long save file originally. We were just messing around. Alright, I'll go get it. Give me a moment. Letter from K3. Dear you, I'm sending you a testimony tape that I just found about the urban legend. If I give it to you, I know you'll take good care of it. I found several other tapes, but they're quite old, having been dubbed by a gramophone. They're damaged. I'm still trying to get them restored right now. I'll send them to you when they're done. Lately, I've slowly been researching folklore, legends, folk tales, and folk religion. That was both your and Mafu's field, right? Or wasn't it? It's an interesting world, but I don't want to get too deep in it. How is Mafuyu's sister? Her name was Miku, right? I'm searching everywhere I can, but I still don't know the Junsei Takamine's whereabouts. Oh boy. Do I have a story for you. Maybe he was spirited away too. If you've got anything, let me know. Mio's health is not good, so I put her in the hospital. She only wakes up once every 2 days, and then only for a couple hours at a time. I've got to hurry with my research. Regards, Kei Amakura. Oh no. Mio. Photograph. It's her, chat. It's her. What was that aberration? I just saw him. Huh. Did I miss that? Was that an aberration? Or are my eyes just wacky? Okay. Is this girl Mio Amakura? There seems to be a... There's a typo! Therere seems to be a cassette. I've never noticed that. Never noticed that before. Therere. Label looks quite old. Label reads Manner of Sleep Recordings Case A. I think we listened to it, but we'll do it again because I need to get more tea. I'll play it on my tape deck in the room. Alright. Let's visit Miku's room. Just thinking about those beans. Always check. Usually when you see the graininess, it's something. I think this is where we learn about Mafuyu a little bit more. So let's go in her room and then read the note really quick. Hi, Miku. Let's catch up. Written in Kei's letter was the name of Miku's brother, Mafuyu. He was a friend of Kei and Yu who disappeared while on the trail of missing writer Junsei Takamine. People say he was spirited away. I knew Miku had lost a relative, but I thought he had died. She never spoke about her brother. That photo. Is Miku still longing for the brother she lost? Oh boy, is she. Unfortunately. Ray, what's the matter? Miku, that person in the picture on your desk. That's my older brother. He's been missing for quite some time. I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I was just wondering. And I think we have to leave the room and come back. Yeah, we have to leave the room and come back. In the meantime, let's go see what you has. Is that graininess or is that just my... It's hard to tell. Ah. Oh! There. Do you see it, chat? Right there under the stairs. Yoshino? What are you even doing? But if you bring up the camera, then they disappear. And it's gone. Weird, 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 weird. Oh shit, it's a spooky ghost! We did all the pictures. I don't think we have anything really to deal with. So let's go back to Miku. And then we'll check Yu's room. She should have stuff for us. If not, we're going to be in trouble. Scratch my ear.
Ray? Are you having trouble sleeping?
Always.
Ray, this is it.
Ah, here we go. So she has something for us. Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have some connection to that photo of the passageway. Buried mummies! Ooh. It's been reported that in the process of rebuilding Kukaiji Temple, which commenced last month, that many mummies have been found in the walls of the hallway. So this is something that's not just exclusive to the house. In the walls of the area called the Shadow Hallway in Kukaiji Temple, there are stains in the shape of people. I saw that this time. Are you guys seeing that? Like, those are weird aberrations. Or is it just the stream? Like, I'm not seeing it here, but I'm seeing it on stream. Are you guys seeing it? That's weird. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. That did not... I wasn't broadcasting when I was testing everything, so I wonder if it's something... I had to change all of my stuff for my cables, because I had a 2 to 3 second delay on the sound when I started using a different set of cables and a different set of boxes, converter box, so... that was weird. You keep missing the aberrations? Okay, maybe it's just me then. Okay, I gotta move some stuff so I can get the computer to be at the corner of my eye, because I'm not seeing them on my screen, but I'm seeing it flash out of the corner of my eye on my laptop. In the walls of the area called the Shadow Hallway in Kukaiji Temple, there are stains in the shape of humans, but when the hallway was restored, someone noticed that there was something like the root of a tree coming out of the wall. Digging it out, it turned out to be a mummy, so it's kind of like what we see in the hallway. In the other stained areas, many more mummies were found. Quite a commotion was raised. The Kukai Temple insists that they are enshrined saints, but certain observers argue that they may have been killed in sacrifice. Interesting. Human pillars. Thanks. I'll borrow this for a bit. Anything else? Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have something to do with that photo of the tomb. Many bones found in ruins, because, this is a thing that happens. On the 8th, in a survey of an ancient castle ruin in the northern part of the prefecture, a large number of human bones were discovered in the ground. Stacked tombstones were excavated from the center of the castle, an area thought to be a courtyard. Bone after bone was discovered beneath them. All the bones are thought to have been from the time the castle was built. The burial clothes seem to indicate that they are from laborers who built the castle. It is believed they were buried after the castle's completion to protect the plan of the castle or the location of treasure, Or perhaps those who built the castle were killed as a sacrifice. That is a clue.
Ray, I researched that abandoned house we covered. Here, why don't you take a look?
Her notes.
Coverage of the abandoned house. Below is a summary of what a newspaper reporter told me about the coverage of the abandoned house. I didn't have time before, so please take this as a reference. 1. History of the manor. They say there are several villages around the manor until the 1900s, but today only the abandoned house remains. Even the landowner does not know when or why it was built. Now only the area around the entrance is left, but originally it was a huge manor, deep and strangely shaped. It seems on old maps a shrine was occasionally drawn in, but now there exists not so much as a trace of it, and not much is known about it. But on the outlying mountains, it seems the myth-like story is told that is connected to the other world. 2. The rumor of the ghost manor may be due to the myth, but since long ago the abandoned house has been called a ghost manor. Many people visit it just because of the rumor. The rumor is you can meet the dead at the manor, and further, you can make the dead you will meet will summon you to the other world. The rumor's origin are said to be the seances that were held in the shrine there, but that's merely a rumor too. In any case, I think the story of the mountain connected to the other world is the source of the rumor.
Good intuition, Miku.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
I might. Can you take research?
Ray, you've been working too hard.
I don't know if she can.
You should get some rest.
Shh.
What can I do for you?
Okay, now she's open to taking. So research this, the tree. Anything else?
Understood. I'll let
Okay,
you know
so
if
the
I
only
find
one.
anything.
Only one of those pictures produced something that she can work
It's
with.
raining again.
She can't work with everything, and sometimes those pictures will prompt stuff in use room. So, it is not exclusive to just getting research done from Miku. Let's check his desk. Nope. Anything here? There we go. I was going to say the projector should pop something. Okay. The spirit world. The device shown here was left by Kunihiko Eso. He used it to substantiate the existence of and communication with the spirit world. He was a brilliant scientist and philosopher, and by approaching Western culture in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, he combined the new technology with his theory on the spirit world to prove its existence. It is said few of his devices were able to capture an unbelievable existence from the spirit world, but posthumously, from that singular beginning, his devices became fashion items among dilettantes. I remember reading this. And were scattered about the country. One such device is this projector. Having completed the experimental stage of the camera obscura, a camera that photographs the other world, see above, he created a screen from which to project the special images captured on film. The records say that the images were projected could not be seen when photographed. Now, so here's something really interesting that I'm kind of like noticing. Okay, I see why there's two. What's interesting is that obviously a projector, that kind of projector, is for movies. But all we have are just still cameras. So, in theory, it hasn't been shown. Are there camera obscuras that are movie cameras? That's just something that's never really been addressed. Because they're not projectors like, like when I was young. Or in the old days before smartboards, we used to have projector screens. And it would be a light table with a camera. And then, mirrors and everything to project what you would put down. So transparencies, negatives, you would put that down and project that onto a projection screen, because we didn't really have as many whiteboards. We had chalkboards. Eventually we got whiteboards, but we still were using like transparencies up until, I graduated high school, like the beginning of my college years, way before smartboards. So, like, I wonder, because he made, like, some people are like, is it really possible that he made 5 or 6 different prototypes? And I was saying, yes, if you've never made something, you can make, 2 or 3 prototypes and maybe you're fine. But you can't tell me that something that was supposed to see, like, ghosts and everything, he got that right on his first try. No. He didn't, because there's only one camera that made it, that was perfect. And that was the one that broke when Miku took it to in the first game. That was the final one. And it broke. It needed a piece of a mirror that he shouldn't. How did you do that? Did you do that while I was talking? Miku.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately.
So have you.
Are you alright?
What are you doing? Huh? 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 Like, is it possible that he made movie cameras? We've never seen one. That would be interesting. That would be kind of spicy. Or did those camera obscures that he made that made still images, could they record movies? Logically, they shouldn't. But these are cameras that captured the dead. So, you know, Ray? Okay. Is it possible? Yes. Is it improbable? Yes. Is it something that I could see the whole, like, game series doing? Absolutely. Should they? I don't see why not. You know? It's just some food for thought. Anyway. It's time for chapter 4! Oh, no, wait, we gotta go listen to the... I'm gonna make you guys listen to the tape while I go get something to drink. She's petting the cat! You're so cute, Miku. Sometimes you'll be, like... The game just, I think, kind of randomly places her. She doesn't wander. So sometimes you'll be, like, in her room, and then, like, you come out, and then instantly she's in the living room. It's pretty hilarious. I don't know how or why. She's magical. Because it's Miku. Let's save, and then we'll head into the next let's listen to the tape, then save, then head into the next chapter. And we will watch that film when we get back into the house. As soon as we have a chance to get to a projector, we'll watch it. Because I believe they share an inventory, with the exception of film, like film types. I don't believe everybody shares film type. Cox pistol. Miku's haunted. Okay, be right back.
In my dream, I saw my mother in that manner. Inside, there was an old shrine. It was cold. Snow was falling. I could hear a song. There were so many people going into the shrine. It was like a funeral procession. I could smell incense burning. Everyone was hiding their faces. My mother was among them. No matter how many times I called her, she kept going further and further. And just before the door shut, it was like I was going to be left all alone. I saw it every day. I went in just a little bit. If I went any further, I wouldn't be able to come back. But I thought I could meet my mother in there.
Oh, came back just in time. Interesting. What did she say? She's talking about how she could see her mom. This is people who have been, like, diagnosed with, like, the sleeping sickness. The one that everyone's suffering from. So... Alright, now we get to save over this part. Alright, chapter 4. Chapter 4. Let's go.
Chat! Guess who? It's Miku! It's Himuro Mansion!
Dream again. I thought I wasn't going to have it anymore.
Don't want to see anymore.
We're back in the mansion! Thick sacred rope across the door. It doesn't even budge when I try to open it. There's a strong presence emanating from the door. Look how wonderfully they did this. Beyond the railing is something wrapped in cloth. Can't believe parts of this game are based on a true story. Yeah, that's the story. In outline, it looks human-shaped. So they got some of the same stuff. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Remember this? Remember that? Ah, we're back! I think it's much more valuable that we played the first game, like, so recently, that this makes sense. Like, a month ago we were playing this game. But now it's in higher fidelity. There's a gaping hole in the floor, as if something heavy has fallen through it. It's dark inside the hole. I can't even see the ground underneath. The door has a Sanskrit characters carved on it, as well as some metal fixtures for hanging something. The door seems to be locked. Ooh, we're gonna need a mask, guys. Give me that. Is there anything else to chat about? Oh! A beam has fallen from the roof and broken through the floor. Well spotted. It's the rope hallway, chat! It's just like the first game. Is this camera obscura? But I don't want to remember anymore. Hi, Reika. It's different, though. It's different from the original. She's holding it sideways. You can't actually look through these cameras like that. That's what I think is hilarious. So you'll notice that Miku has a meter. The little red one. Rei has the flash, which we were using. Miku has 2 abilities. We're gonna see the first one. But first, let's take advantage of the fact that we have infinite and... Oh, look what I remembered how to do. Switch film in camera instead of doing it in the menu. Lol. Remember this hallway? It had the, hair woman. Right? Did we do that cutscene? Did we actually do that cutscene? I think we did. I haven't watched my VOD yet. I don't really watch my VODs. I fall asleep to them. It's the same hallway. So far it's connecting, right? Like the hallway to the rope hallway to this entrance. She's seeing us in her dreams. You are looking up there. I don't know why. Let's go up and see if you respond to it. There's a miniature shrine above my head. The door of the shrine is open, and I can see amulets and talismans inside. Alright, we can't do this yet because we don't have the stone. Though I like those puzzles. Those are some of my favorite puzzles. Alright.
Oh, I missed. Alright, I popped it before we got it. But this is where we're gonna get it. He tagged me.
Something on the floor where the man with the hatchet was.
The mask! We're gonna need that.
A white, expressionless mask. On the back is a metal attachment for hanging.
Something's fallen on his heart. Sacred Stone Animate. So this is one half of her abilities. We don't get the second half, I think, until her next chapter. It's bullet time. She slows so effect 1, you can slow a ghost's movement. You press O, as long as you have meter, everything goes bullet time. Everything moves slow. So you can dodge, shutter chance. You can't use it when you have no meter. If she gets damaged or she damages a ghost or she receives damage, it fills meter. And then once it's buffed, it gets crazy easy to go. So I will be making judicious use of that in another chapter as the camera in Miku's hands gets a little wacky. So first of all, things about Miku when she has the camera. She has no lenses. Miku does not use lenses. She has all the equipment, all left stood. Alarm, measure, evade, switch, zoom, instant, infinity. That's IM, so that's infinite film. She doesn't get lenses. So that's the consequence of Miku using the camera in the dream, is she's much more powerful with it, but she can't use the lenses. So interesting. I believe her stats are different. Her range is not as good, but the sensitivity and the max value are through the roof. We'll check it when we get back to Ray. You can kind of see. But like max value 5, range is 3, sensitivity is 5. It's pretty interesting how it's the same camera, but it's different. Yeah, different levels. In different hands, it acts different. So, wait, do you guys remember this one? Cool. I like that scare. So, I'm so jazzed, chat. I hear a seal needing to be unsealed. So in order for us to leave, we gotta unseal this door. By going to a place she probably doesn't want to remember. Alright. I like how they use the old sound effects too. Like this is all the ambient stuff from the original game. It's pretty cool. I hung the mask on the door. I changed to an anger expression. Oh yeah, because it was the angry door. Alright, so where does this take us? This is where the house starts getting wacky. Now we're in the fish tank room. So I love how they kind of upped it by having like those first 3 connecting rooms being the same as the game, and then now you remember you're in a dream, and how does this connect to the rest of this house, right? Like we have no idea how this connects to the rest of the house. It's wacky, but it's a dream, so it's okay to be wacky. So here we go. We're in the fish tank room. So called because they used to keep fish in here. And this is where we gotta be real careful. Where are you? She's like right there. Fuck me. Shit. Oh, okay. Steady hand, steady aim. There's something on the floor where the ghost of the long-haired woman was. So the thing is with her, she has a pattern. If you lock on her and you stay, you don't adjust up and down. You just lock on her, start charging, back up. She's going to dip and then come up. She's like a broken neck lady from the second game. She has like she dips down, she comes up, fatal frame. Just keep your head, make sure you're backed up enough that she can't grab you, and you should be fine. She's not a hard ghost. She's intimidating when she teleports a lot, but if you just keep her where she needs to be, it should be fine. Twilight Stone! It's the pentagram puzzle! Oh shit, I was moving my phone. Sorry. Okay. It's so much easier to overshoot in this game. Alright, fish tank room. Where does this lead now? Confinement room. Interesting. Interesting. If you remember, this is where they hold the rope shrine maidens until they're ready for sacrifice. This is where Kyrie lived for like 10 years before she was sacrificed. Very interesting. Oh. I see you. Little. Let me in. All books are lined up on a small bookshelf. One of them looks like a diary or something, but the moisture coming in through the window has smudged all the writing and I can't read any of it. I don't think we can inspect the window. Nope. So let's go to where she was. There's an old book on top of the desk. Crimson Diary. The snow is falling. It's a quiet night. This could be the last snow of the 10 years of changing seasons I've watched from this window. As I watch the snow, I get the feeling something has finally passed. Finally, I've severed all my attachments. I'll give my body over to the ropes and seal the gates. He's in a Himuro. So she's a previous shrine maiden. Oh, I didn't read that part. Sorry. Let me see if I can see it on the... Priestess Himuro Mansion. Memories of a girl who was tied up here. So... that was Kizuna. That is not Kyrie. It is a previous maiden. I like the touch of the... look at that door. Where does this take us? Should we get attacked? She has a couple of cool attacks. One of them, she strings you up. So let's see if we can get her to do it. We've got the health. It's easy. Come get me. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want the other attack. Hit me with your other attack. She looks friendly. Come on, Kizuna. Give me the... Give me the... Nope, that's not it. I don't think she's gonna do the attack. No. No, she just hits you. Alright. Oh, you're behind the pillar? You brat. Hold still. That happens. She, like, pulls you by your limbs. Doesn't always happen, though. Doesn't look like. Let's heal at least, though. Trauma!
There's a large stone platform in the center of the room, dyed red, surrounded by pillars wound with rope. The pillars can turn, and it looks as though 5 pillars were arranged to wind up the rope between them.
Hang on a sec. Which door? It's easy to get lost. Okay, we came from here, so we want to go there. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was pleasant to remember. It was the same cutscene, but they added, the screaming was a little bit more, intense.
I don't want to go in further. Mafuyu.
Mafuyu.
I almost had the same intonation. Alright, we're not going. We're not going. We're leaving, chat. Door's open now. It's time to go. I don't think there's anything else in there. We can check. Shouldn't be. Kizuna had some very strong words for me. It was ouch. Time to go. Yuka's like, F that. I'm not getting drawn further into this house. You can take your hell house and shove it. I'm out of here. It is cool to see her in this outfit. Even though this was like the Japanese default outfit, it's always good to see her in it. I love it. This way. Time to go.
Big brother's over here.
Excuse me? That is important information that I need to know more of, but first we're gonna save. Because we haven't saved since the beginning. I haven't noticed any aberrations out of the corner of my eye. I don't think I've seen any. Yeah, it had been a while since we saved, so let's save here! I do have some good news regarding capture box for other things that worked. I got the Xbox to work, so at some point we're gonna do Fatal Frame with the good ending. As that is something that I am interested in letting chat see.
Over here.
Oh, I might have missed her. Nope, we got her. Where are we going, little girl? That door was locked earlier.
Over here.
Audio? We'll be there in a sec. Give me a moment. Not that I need it, but it's good to have. Filaments lighting up. There's a ghost. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure we won't have to deal with that at all at any point in time. Ever. Let's go follow the little girl. Because as I like to say, when has falling children in a horror game ever done us wrong? Oh no, a ghost. Well, anyway. Who's this little girl with pigtails? Alright, if you're ever gonna play this game, chat, here's a hard ghost. Open the door. Look up. Get that.
Save the two.
Eh? It was too short. Too short, chat. Was that Miku's dream? But why? It seems Miku is having the same dream too. Let's check some notes. Lots of things. Human columns. The mound of graves in the courtyard inside the manor. In the ruins of an old castle, the bones of people thought to have worked on the construction were under the mound. Shrine carpenters were buried alive as sacrifices? Did the same thing happen there too? They don't want to give you too much, Miku. That'd be spoiling you. I know, right? We'll have more chapters with Miku, I promise. Miku tells me that the house I went to is famous for being haunted. They say it's a place where people can meet the dead, and that the dead lure people into the other world. The words have stayed in my mind. What if Yu is really there inside that mansion, calling out to me? What will I do? Sacred rope was hung along the narrow corridor behind the door where I heard the moaning, and the walls were covered in black human-shaped stains. There's a similar stain left behind after Yoshino Takigawa went missing. I read in one of the papers about the mummified bodies being discovered behind the same kinds of stain. So, people being spirited away, people being sacrificed. What is going on? There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of overlapping curses going on in this game. The house in Miku's dream is different than the one I've been seeing. The corridor is hung with rope, the blood altar, the woman torn apart. Miku has a memory of these things.
Is the place somehow connected to Miku and her memories of her brother?
Oh, if only she knew.
The girl who works as my assistant. She too wanders the house in her dreams, looking for Mafuyu, her brother. She's always been so cheerful and strong. What happened to her in the past? Is she still wounded by what happened? Just like me?
Here's a new person.
The girl who called Miku back when she tried to leave her dream. Your brother's here, she said in a sad, mournful voice. Miku was stunned by what she heard.
Ah, Mr. Isso!
A scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century. His research, known as mystical science, attempted to use the new Western technology to explain old Japanese folk beliefs and traditions about the other world. After completing his camera obscura capable of capturing images of the other world, he made a projector using the same technology. Using this, he was able to play back supernatural images recorded on film that could not be seen on conventional equipment. The old projector from the house I saw in my dream. It was developed by Kunihiko Aso, who lived in the second half of the 19th century. It uses the technology of the camera obscura to show supernatural images from another plane that can't be played on normal equipment.
So they're related. The projectors have always been related. It's just, never, like, explicitly telling you how. Did I save? The Pokemon principle. Did you save? No, I did not. I don't think I did. We'll see. I did not!
It did not.
Alright. Let's go downstairs.
I don't see Miku anywhere. She's always awake by now, but maybe she's still in her room?
Let's go check. Stuff.
Cat sleeping?
All's right in this world. God's in his place. I don't think we took any pictures. I'm just gonna double check. Didn't say we did.
Okie dokie.
I wanted an excuse to come downstairs to see you. No, it doesn't do anything. It's just something I like to do. Double check the closet. Closet's taken up by cardboard boxes full of used old books, untouched since we moved in. So that's probably where he got the projector film. Interesting.
It's a letter. And the paper. It's a letter on the kitchen counter. It looks like it's from Kay. Miku must have brought it in and left it here. Dear you, have you listened to the 3 tapes I sent before? I'd like you to listen to them before you read the rest. Maybe you won't believe it, but I've had a manner of sleep dream. First I thought I was just thinking too much about the manner. But after listening to those tapes and to Mio, I'm displaying the same symptoms. In the dream, I'm in a snowy manor. I don't remember it well, but it resembles the house I got the camera obscura from. I got a bad sense from the manor, just like the testimonies. The only difference is, I was pursuing Mio in the manor, and Mio wasn't dead. If the urban myth of the manor of sleep is true, and I can wake Mio from her dream, maybe I can save her. Even if it makes little sense, I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth. Regards, Kei Amakura.
So that's how you got the camera. Kay found it at that mansion sent it to you because you also collects antiquities. So interesting. 3 cassettes. Maybe they're in use room somewhere. All right. Let's read this note. A friend of you's, researching the manner of sleep. Don't go to sleep, computer. He and you were researching an urban legend about the manner of sleep. It is the same manner I've been seeing in my dreams. He started looking into it because of his niece Mio, who fell prisoner to her dreams about the manner of sleep. He got sucked in too in the course of his research, and now he's trying to find a way to escape from the dreams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go check Yu's room. Oh. Then we'll check on Miku. Let's see. Rummage, rummage, rummage. There are typed and handwritten letters and several books left out on the desk. In the desk drawer, there's a thick envelope. It's from Kei Amakura. Perhaps this is the cassette tape from the letter. Dear you, I got a tape on the manner of sleep urban legend from a source at the hospital. A psychiatrist had recorded the medical condition of a patient. There's a lot of background noise as it was originally recorded on a gramophone, but the content is great. It's not quite anthropology, but I think you'll be interested in too. It's a lot to ask, but I'd like you to find out about legends or cases of missing people similar to this one. Regards, Kei Amakura. So this is an old letter, because obviously this is like, he's like, hey, check this out. This is before he started researching to help Mio. So it's an older letter. They've been corresponding for a while. One more. Okay. Cool. We'll take a listen to those. We'll check this. Nothing here. Okay, let's go talk to Miku. But truthfully, sleeping in when you haven't slept? Yeah. Miku. Daijoubu.
Miku? Ray, I'm sorry. I don't feel so well. I couldn't sleep.
Miku? Oh, Ray. I don't feel so well today. I didn't sleep so well. Miku, did something happen yesterday? I just had a strange dream, that's all. Please, don't worry about me. By the way, a letter came for you this morning. I left it in the kitchen. Thanks. Get some rest today. And then there's this.
Hey, it's gay. Because we haven't seen him yet, unless you like saw him on the box art. But yeah.
Kei Amakura. Isn't this him? Where did you find this photo? Yesterday, looking through my brother's albums. My brother worked on the same editing team as you for a while. I thought there might be a photo of him left over from those days. I see. Thank you.
On the back of the photo is written, Kei Amakura, recent photo of author. You added Kei's photo to your file. Yeah, I don't have just rando pictures of rando people, honest. Okay, we did grab the film, so let's have a listen-see. So that was the first one. This is the follow-up from that other tape.
Yes, that dream. I dreamt of the manor. Yes. Yes, my name is Sarazawa. It's the same manor. It's a big and quiet manor. It was a very cold night. It was snowing, and then the roof collapsed, and the snow started coming in. A song? It sounds like some sort of a nursemaid song. The child kept stabbing at the doll. When I came to, it always hurt. There was always pain. Here, can't you see it? Look, it's right here. It's true. It kept spreading.
Oh, that extra sound was like right in my ear on the right channel. Like, oh, forgot about that. Okay. So Sarazawa was having a bad time. Alright, so this might be a different client, because I believe these two were red, and this one was white? Or is it the other way around?
Huh? How many times do I have to explain it? It was a manor, and it was snowing. There was blood. Lots of people lay collapsed all over. In the hallway, in the room, everywhere. Yes, it was a man in white clothes, but he had no face. There was a hatchet and blood on the walls. I always ran as hard as I could, so far. Lots of hands came out of the walls, but when I came to, somehow I was the one chasing the man. That's right. That woman, yesterday she touched me. It was painfully cold. Even when I woke up, my body was like ice. This tattoo.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's make a quick round. We'll start downstairs and then we'll finish up. And then we'll go on to the next night. I haven't listened to those tapes in a long time, so... So I totally forgot what was going on. Yeah. What's that sound? Is that the refrigerator? I guess so. Oh, that's weird. Guess who hasn't played this frickin' game with headphones on? I mean, I never really had a pair of headphones to plug into my PlayStation. Excuse me, my PlayStation. So, like, when I started streaming these, this is the first time I've actually played these games with headphones on. I once played these games in a surround sound situation. That was cool. If you can't get headphones, definitely do a surround sound. That would be sick. We did get the film in there. It was, Unknown, right? I think was the name of it. I think the game holds on to all of them. Oh no, it's right here. Unknown. So, don't worry about that one. That one's for later. We'll watch this one. Okay. Night, you. The sound of the rain is so gentle in this game. It's soporific. Okay. I like the look of that stain, though. Water damage. Alright, let's check Yu's room, and then we'll check Miku, and then we'll head to sleep, and then we'll see what the manor has for us tonight. The early chapters, like the first, like, 2 or 3 chapters are, like, super long. But, like, the subsequent chapters can be kind of short, depending. So, that's a thing. I think all my film has been accounted for. Miku's got her research. She's still... Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Are we back? We should be back. Oh, come on, come back. Are you back? We're back? Yeah, I got disconnected from OBS. That was weird. Are we back? Yeah, I think we're back. Mansion will probably have the horrors. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just disconnected. I'll give it a bit. Are we back, chat? We good? I think we're back. Okay. We're okay? Alright. Let's check on Miku. That was weird. I don't know what happened. Miku.
Ray, you've been working too hard. You should get some rest.
I like how she keeps telling me that.
It's raining again.
Hey, Choco, it's your favorite phrase. It's raining again.
It's raining again.
Can I go snoop at your desk? Oh. Everything is neatly arranged on top of the desk. The books are all about cameras and photography. She's so dedicated. I bet she stays up late studying. That's so cute. Oh yeah, all the knickknacks. Oh, hang on. You remember the doll? Its hair is longer. It's down to its waist now. It started at its shoulder. Interesting. Alright. I'm not just being a creep.
It's raining again.
I like it when she's like, do you want to come sleep in my room? Like, a couple nights ago. It's cute. Alright. We are ready for the next chapter. Man, that is a huge delay. Let's save. Remember the doll? It's back! Pog form! It gets longer. My stream is acting funny tonight. I don't know if it's scuff or it's ghosts. Alright. You all ready for the next? Okay. Listen to the tapes. We got the film unknown. It's time for the next night. Is it Miku? Is it Ray? Or is it Kay? It's Kay. So he gets a special ability right off the bat. And you're looking at it. Kay's special ability is hiding. I got little jaunty sunglasses on him. We don't want to bother ghosts. We want to
Leave her alone.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mio! Crimson butterflies. Door's locked. Could Mio be on the other side of the door? It's engraved with a butterfly. Alright. So, we can hide. That's a special ability, guys. As he puts it, his special ability, his special, like, keywords and abilities, according to the directors, is trouble with women and sneaking around like a thief. So, you know. That's a thing. They dog a lot on Kay in some of the developer interviews. It's actually kind of funny. Surely that kimono can't, that koto sound can't be any bad news. The mirror on the stand is shattered into tiny pieces. Among the fragments is a hairpin engraved with holly that reflects the light. A black clump of something is stuck to the wall behind the mirror stand. It looks like hair. You are indeed correct! It's clumps of hair! Wonderful. There's an old book in front of the koto. How many days has it been? How many months? How many years? Many outsiders have been brought here, but none are like him. He said my hair was beautiful, but no matter how I arrange it, he'll probably never know how I feel. All I can do is comb my hair and wait for him. That way, when he comes back with his camera, he'll take my picture again. We're 2 for 2 on Fatal Frame male pro tags that are bad with women. Nice. It is a trend. I believe almost all men in this series do not do well with women. That is a fact. There's an old koto on the floor. Thanks. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate that. That's a wall. Okay. We don't go through there. We will go through there at some point, but there's no reason to go through it now. It will not reward us with anything. Door's locked. So, the keyhole is long and thin and unusually shaped. It's engraved with holly. Hmm.
Is somebody here?
Shh. Shh, chat. Shh. Shh. Okay. So starts the part of the game that is probably the least amount of me doing what the game wants me to do. So before you get a good camera, because he doesn't have a good camera. He's got the normal camera. He doesn't have a camera obscura. We gotta hide. And then we gotta run. Did she move? Okay, she moved.
Are you here?
Uh-oh.
Among the fragments on top of the dresser are a comb and ornamental hairpin decorated with a holly pattern. Looks like the same pattern that was carved in the keyhole on the door. Time to go! No. You don't see shit? You don't see shit? Ah! Okay, so this door is, like, connected to the hallway. This is, like, all one room. Even though there's a door, this is a single room situation going on here, so we gotta be careful. Okay. She has lost interest. You can get out of the ghost's field of view pretty quick in some instances, so. Others, it's hide until they move far enough away and then book it. That's the strategy. Woman with comb. Inside the room, decorated with kimonos and locked from the inside, was the ghost of a woman with long flowing hair. Around the mirror stand clumps of her hair pinned to the wall. Had she been waiting for someone there all that time? Alright, we just need to zip. When it turns red, we're in trouble. When it's blue, they don't know we're here. No. Let's go this way. Let's go save. And like most Fatal Frames, the guys get the least amount of outfits. 'Cause, you know, they're not aesthetic enough. Kay gets 2 kimonos and that's it. You won't see them yet. Where should we go next? Projector room. We've got film, because I believe it's in his inventory. That was a little girly run. Don't think that ghost is there. She booked it away. See if we can see if he has the film in his inventory. He should. Like I said, I think they share the same key item inventory, but they don't share the film inventory. Don't ignore this. We're gonna watch an unknown. Oh wait, hang on. Let's take care of this ghost. Ooh, spoopy. Alright, we're gonna watch Unknown. This is kind of a cool film. Hey. Oh. Oh. Nothing here. But if you were to watch it again... It's blank. Isn't that crazy? And you had that! What are you doing to me, you? Alright. I think there's film here? Not that we need it, because we have infinite. When we get the camera, we'll talk about Kay's camera abilities, too. This way, I think? Yeah, I think we want to go this way. This is not where we want to go. I went through the wrong door. That door. So we know what's there. We know what's there. Let's check this. Let's go down this way. Ugh. Too fast. Fair enough. Alright. That's a clue. To hide! And we're just gonna wait. I think you can jet past her, but it's super dangerous. And we really aren't gonna have much of an opportunity to use this ability because I don't use it all that much later in the game. We're gonna wait till she comes out to the hall and scoop loop and book it. Ooh, there she is. She needs to move, I think, a little bit more before it's a little bit safe to go around her. Right about there. Oh, shit, 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 shit! I got up too quick! Okay, don't worry about it. See, she's already lost interest. I might have fucked up with my thumb. Don't worry about it. Lol. Who? What? Where? And how? Can we get a picture from down here? Oh, we can. There she is. I think this is the only one of 2 games in this series that has a head of the family that is female. This is the head of the house of the Kuze family, and she's female. And I think the only other people who are female that run things is in Fatal Frame 5 with the wedding celebrant and the funeral celebrant. The woman in black and the woman in white. Okay, we're gonna just wait for her to go over there. The chest where the ghost of the old crone was standing is slightly open. Inside is a man's blood-stained kimono, and a jumbled pile of old books and writing implements. Among them, I found an old camera wrapped in cloth. Yeah, BB! Camera obscura. Maybe this used to belong to the owner of the blood-stained clothes? I wonder. Put away together with the camera obscura is a book wrapped up in a kimono. Yeah, she doesn't notice us. We're just going to sit here and read lore. It's been nearly a half a month since I entered this mansion. It's still snowing outside. Once the snow melts, I'll be parted from Kyoka and most likely never be able to return. Men are not needed in the manor. If necessary, I would like to run away, if possible. I would like to take Kyoka with me. That feeling is what keeps me here. Sometimes, worshippers from nearby villages come here. All of them cover their faces and head into the shrine. Today's worshipper seemed like a woman. She was holding a child-sized bundle. It looked like she was crying. I can also hear that lullaby. I wonder if the ceremony is like some sort of a funeral. Indeed. Did the camera obscura belong to the scholar? I found a part for the camera obscura! Slow! It slows things. Wow, Whoa! Okay. Very rarely have I ever gotten that far without triggering her. we need to cancel her encounter. Alright, let's talk about the camera. It doesn't charge. There we go. Crush, 0, slow. I think we're gonna keep it on slow, maybe? Okay. Oh, we gotta go back in that room. Hang on. I think she's gone, though. Let's explore. Yeah, that's what I thought. Where do we need to go for this? It's the hair stand. I mean, mirror stand, hair stand. And if we go down this way, check this out. So, if you are in, later on in this game, it does become kind of like last act of this game, it is unwise to run around the mansion without any plans, right? So, it is very wise in this game to know where all the exits are, where all the nightly items are, especially the film when you don't have infinite yet. You need to know all of this stuff. So one of the things if you're like this deep into the manor and you need to get out so you can replenish your film, replenish your 14. If you go through here, that leads to Himuro Mansion's portion, and the door to Himuro Mansion leads out. So if you're this deep in the mansion and you need to book it, come back this way. We can't because Kay is stuck and he has terrible luck with women and they've locked him indoors and it's bad. Everybody feels sorry for Kay. This film is always there. It's in the corner. But like I said, we have infinite, so I'm not grabbing all the film all the time. I am grabbing... Oops, shit. I am trying to grab at least the good film. Because that stuff is... It's good for everybody to have in their inventory. I'm going to save again. We're going to go to the garden corridor and save, and then we're going to continue on. It's good to know where all the exits are, because if you don't know how to get out and you're deep in the mansion and you're at that last part where wandering around is not only a sin, but it is absolutely paramount dangerous, you need to know where all the exits are. So the original opening, the original foyer, that's an exit. Himuro Mansion, which is in the middle, that's an exit. And then later on, we're going to get to another part that is... Alright, a number about it. Notice how many charge points he has. 2. He has 2 charge points. Hisame. Dang. Okay, it wasn't fading away quick. I thought there were 2. So you notice that he only had 2 points of charge. The whole point of Kay's quote-unquote playstyle is shoot and run, which is what a lot of people do. There's really 2 ways to play the game. You can sit there, get really brave, and charge your camera lens so that you have the maximum amount of, like, you know, time to do that. You have, like, this kind of the skill that you're going to need for Miku, where you can stack her abilities. And then you got Kay, who's just hit and run. Because he has absolutely no spiritual power. It all went to his nieces. He has no spiritual power. That's the funny part. So he has access to the lenses that Miku doesn't have, which is good. He has access to lenses that, you know, are more, like, useful to him. But his charge sucks, so he doesn't get as many, like, uses of it. And he just can't charge. It's a shoot and run. It is, unfortunately, one of the weaker protagonists, male protagonists. Mafuyu could use it, no problem. Okay, not so much. Ren is probably the second best because his camera has no lenses, but it had, like, the burst fire. So, you know, it's just a thing. We need to sneaky peeky this. And then we need to go. We need to go. We need to book.
You said you would come back.
Hi. See ya. This is an encounter. Oh, that got real close. That got real close. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. Cool. Great. Awesome. Glad to see his keywords of bad with women are coming back to bite him. Shit.
Please, help me.
There. Come on. Get out of here! Get out of here! Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but whatever. We're going this way. Kay's chapter is very interesting.
Not enough.
Get that ass moving. Kay. This is a hard ghost to get. Shit. There we go.
Never awaken from her dream for all eternity.
Don't let the priestess wake up. Gotcha! Alright. I don't believe this door opens until, like, mid-late game. Yep. I can't get into where Miku is, I don't believe. But, okay. Nope. So we're gonna go upstairs. This is where his second ability comes in. And we will need him at some point when we have the rest of the mansion a little bit more open to us. To help us with this crap. Dampness has damaged most of the books, but I found one that's just about legible. Impalement Tome! The pain engraved into the tattooed priestess becomes a dream and eats away at her soul. The pain, or the attachment to this world, is impaled as a doll, dyed in soul ink, and enshrined. And then, using the handmaiden song must be sung, and the prayers must be said for the priestess to lay in peace. This impalement is the duty of the handmaidens, which are the little girls. Just let that sink in. Library's old books, if I tried looking into them, but the writing has smudged from the damp and I can't read what it says. Some of the books won't fit in the bookcase and are piled overhead and on the floor. One of the books is an illustration of some kind of ascetic, his body covered in what looks like a tattoo. The next page shows a picture of the ascetic being swallowed up by a snake. Maybe this book is illustrating local myths or folk tales or something? Or something. Okay. Let's read that note. We've got time. Impalement room.
A room full of red dolls nailed to the walls with stakes. According to an old tome left behind in the house, nailing the dolls acts to soothe something that lies deep within the manor. The ceremony is called impalement, and is carried out by young girls called handmaidens. Ooh, creepy. Woman with a comb. The woman who pinned her combed hair to the wall and awaited someone's return. "I've been waiting," she said, when I caught her image in the camera obscura. Did this camera once belong to the man she was waiting for? Maybe he left her in the camera here and set out for somewhere.
Or maybe, someone died.
There's a bookcase packed with old books. Books are full of old-fashioned writing, but they're all smudged and illegible from the damp now.
Ah, there's one in the corner.
The engravers who make the tattoos must be tattooed in order to know the priestess's pain, and should be blind in order to see the priestess's dream. During the rite of spirits, they must gouge out their eyes so that they may see the dreams even while awake, and distinguish the emotions of the red and indigo ink. During the piercing of the soul, they must also pierce their hands and dye them in pain in order to transfer it to the tattooed priestess. Those dyed hands must then be cut off and cast away.
Hardcore. So the tattooers, those are the ladies who are blind. And as you'll see, they'll have blood of the deceased, piercing of the soul, engraving. They have needles in their hands. It's pretty crazy. Can I not? Oh, the books have collision. On the bookcase is an illustration of some local folk custom or tradition. It seems to be a ceremony honoring a local god, but I can't make out exactly what's going on. Alright, so here's his second ability. That only he can do. Small space at the back of the little bookcase, and I can see a ladder leading up. Maybe if I can move this bookcase, I can get inside. That wouldn't fly in 2024. I'm kidding. Piercing of the Soul. We have another movie. Anything else? Lore. Books on the shelves are faded and covered in dust. Among the old volumes, one tattoo catches my eye. On the spine is the word taboo. The tattooed priestess must lose all of her attachments to this world during the rite of commandment. For this reason, those who enter the Kuze shrine must be sure to cover their faces with masks and carry out the ceremony without feeling. It is especially forbidden for men to enter the Kuze shrine without concealing their faces in order to keep the priestess's heart from stirring. That's a normal trend. So, tattoos. Peeling, surrendering of the flesh. Shrine maiden. Interesting. Obviously, this must be important. A light shines on the bookcase altar, illuminating a red bookshelf. Some sacred object must have been displayed here. Something is written in tiny letters on the shelf. Offer up the tome of instruction, written in the ink of the etching of the soul. Butterfly key! Maybe I can use this to open the door where Mia disappeared. So, this is a puzzle for later. We can't do it yet, but we'll just double check around here. Any tomfoolery? Let's go up! Ominous. Oof. Creepy. So there's an optional battle here. We're gonna do it. Mostly because, I mean, camera. It probably won't take much. But before we do, I need to get that. Maybe we should have saved it for somebody. Whatever. Kay needs it. Kay is useless with the camera. Oh! Oh, she's right here. Behind me. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. You can see they're blind, their hands are covered in blood. Oof. Fucking hell, jumping that shit, going straight in for the jugular. I mean, yeah. They teleport behind you and try to get you from the back. It's, pretty crazy. They are annoying as hell to fight in pairs. Later on in the game, they get a little bit more, teleporty. It is negative no buenas. Okay, this is the part where we're just gonna go for it. We're not gonna hide. We're just gonna hopefully not get caught. Oh. Get out of here, Grandma. Alright. Now we gotta go all the way back to get to Mio. Fun stuff. Oh. Needle women do not play around. As far as, like, the blind ghosts go, those ones are pretty disturbing. There's usually a blind ghost in a lot of the games, but those ones are pretty disturbing. They have, like, the rope pass through their eyes, through their skull. Like, ugh. No thanks. My brain needs to go in that spot. I wonder how you could, like, do that as a cosplay. Like, you probably have to use spirit gum and stuff and a lot of makeup, and you probably would have to have your eyes closed unless you, like, found a way to, like, I don't know. You would need a handler, definitely, for that costume. Definitely need a handler for that costume. Where are we? You remember this, chat? You guys remember this place? It's the prison in the Kurosawa house. There she is. Where Mayu was. Isn't that weird? It's not worth any points, but she is that is a ghost list. Mio. Getting close to mid-game.
It's nighttime. What's that noise?
Oh, we hadn't saved in a while. Whoops. Okay. Nearly halfway through. I believe, in my opinion, there's 13 chapters and then the final chapter. So chapter 7 would be midway. We're still in 5.
Here it sounds like a radio noise coming from somewhere.
So I want you to go in one place, but you can't go anywhere else.
In the middle of the night? What's this noise?
Can you keep it down? So closer to midway than not. I mean, yeah.
I heard something. It seemed to be coming from the inside the roof.
There's a little aberration on her right wrist for the model. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, you'll see it. Her texture's twisted. Oh, hi. That's how you know you're really awake. Because at this point, now it's like, you're not sure. Aw, she just wanted to snuggle. You're not sure what her dreams anymore, because now you're getting really into it.
A dream?
It's morning, because we're in clothes. Oh, this little Easter egg. Let's do the Easter egg first. Is Miku down there? Ooh, Miku is down there. Hold on. Miku! What do you got for me? Do you have anything for me? Oh.
Good morning, Ray.
She still sounds cheerful. I appreciate that. What do you got for me?
Ray, this is it.
Ray, I bought that photo of the doll on the skewer. I wasn't able to find anything on it. I thought it may be similar to the legends of the straw dolls passed down in Tono. Anyway, it has something to do with folklore, so you might find something in one of Yu's books.
Did you feed them lunch?
Yes.
Okay. Can they have dinner?
Yes, they can have dinner. Dogs need food.
No, go get dinner.
He came in here like, "Hi, Mom." So I gotta go back up to Yu's room.
Thanks. I'll go take a look.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
And then she teleported back. Anything else?
It's raining again. It's raining
Oh,
again.
yeah, I don't think so. One more time.
It's raining again.
What?
Ray, you've been working
No.
too hard. You should get some rest.
That kind of just sort of happens on its own. I don't click on it. Check the dark room. Oh. What's wrong, Ruri? Kitty. Oh. Where did you go? Just for you, chat. Ruri! Don't startle me. And then the cat disappears. That is the only time that happens. I believe this is the only time that you can have that happen, is in this chapter. So. How did he get into the... Or how did she get in... It may be a boy. How did she or he get into the closet? I wonder. You know? How did they get in there and the door closed? Inquiring minds want to know. Did I miss the bathroom? Yes, I did. Nope, that's the wrong room. The setting sun is really getting in my way. So it's hard for me to see my screen. Miku, your cat! Oh. Miku Janai. Miku Doko. Alright, let's check on her. Miku! Your cat scared me. Or it's Ray's cat. I can't remember whose cat it is. What you doing? What you doing?
Ray, you've been working too hard. You should get some rest. It's raining again.
How's your doll doing? Okay, fair enough. Alright, so she doesn't have anything for us. We gotta go to Yu's room. Because remember, weird shenanigans happened in the room last night. So of course, when are you gonna check on that kind of crap? When it's daytime. I know I would. Nothing there. There's the book she was talking about. There's a photograph with scenery closely resembling the scenery in the other photograph. Skewered dolls. In many regions, particularly in the mountain areas, there remains a folk practice of dressing up dolls that they make from straw, earth, or cloth, and worshipping them as idols. The doll in the picture was reported by an Iwate resident. It is called kushimi, and when someone dies in the village, they weave their hair of the deceased into the straw and have it wear his or her kimono. The doll is fixed onto skewers and put before a shrine at the edge of the mountain. The doll is enshrined for up to 1 month after the death, and after that period passes, it is cast into the river behind the shrine together with various offerings. In this region's tradition, there is said to be a cave in the mountain connecting to the land of the gods. The dead who became kushimi stand between the village and the mountain. They take upon the village's
upon the village's evil and head to the land of the gods. In the neighboring village, there is said to be a similar doll called an igushi, but this one is the spirit of a person who died young and is deified in the mountains. In one interpretation, both village and mountain have a protective deity standing in the border between people and gods. In another sense, burdening the dead with evil, or deifying the spirit of the young in a mountain connotes human sacrifice. So a lot of this is going to be playing into that. Let's check the note, and then we'll finish this chapter, and we will call it a night. We've been going for about 2 hours, and I'm getting hungry. Inside the manor in the courtyard, surrounded by a corridor, was a tree wrapped with sacred rope. Around it stood straw dolls, skewered on stakes. According to an old book on folklore and practice, it belongs to an old folk cult. The dolls stood at the border between the mountains, divine, and the village, human, functioning as protective deities or amulets. What is there in the courtyard beyond that door? So the dolls there, if you're going by the research, are there to be a barrier between the land of the living and the land of the dead, or the other world and the human world. So that's what we're doing. Let's go back up to the creepy closet. This is a storage room in the ceiling of the closet. I can get up there if I move away the ceiling board. We're back here again. Oof, that's a good one. And the sound stopped. Something on the floor. Spirit Stone radio. It looks like an old radio. Is this the radio I dreamed about last night? There's a book that seems to go with the radio. Radio transmissions. As mentioned previously, occultist Kunihiko Aso has actively appropriated Western craft with the goal of explicating ancient Japanese belief in and legends of the old world. It's appropriating the other direction. It's said he finally was able to establish communication with the other world. First example is the Otherworld Crystal Radio Signal Receiver. Did I write that right? Otherwise known as the Spirit Stone Radio. Spirit Stone Radio's Spirit Stone was a name his colleagues used later. In Dr. Aso's research materials, it is simply referred to as the crystal. The principle of the crystal radio is it utilizes a special wave detection property of crystal to pick up an appropriate band of wavelength. Aso focused on the fact that stones have been known from ancient times to carry occult properties. If he could find a special crystal, he thought perhaps he could capture signals from the other world. It's said his experiment was a success, and the records note that he was able to capture sound at a range outside of normal broadcasting. The documentation of the sounds have been lost, but Aso's associates left behind several testimonials saying they heard the words of the past and words of ghosts. The radio that's in 2 is a more finely tuned version of this radio. So, let's check the notes. This guy. Scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century. His research, known as mystical science, attempted to use modern Western technology to explain old Japanese folk beliefs about the other world. The first experiments to bear fruit was the Spirit Stone radio. This used crystal radio technology and was able to receive supernatural sounds that could normally be not detected. The products of his research, the camera obscura, the Spirit Stone radio, and the projector, were much sought after by enthusiasts after his death and were soon scattered all over the country. That's why you can find them in all sorts of places. Old radio. An old radio that was in the loft above Yu's room. According to an old book left in the same place, it's a crystal radio made by Professor Kunihiko Aso for communicating with the other world. A reaction with a special crystal makes it possible to hear words spoken in the past and voices of ghosts. Aso. Could there be some connection with Yu's family? Because Yu's last name is Aso. So, let me peek in on this. Okay. Cool.
There's a lot of loose ends flapping about. But we just gotta figure out what to do with it.
A dream I had yesterday.
Alright. Oh. Do you hear the ambience of the house has changed? We'll take a spin and then we'll call it a night. We got a lot done. We're about 2 hours in. We got 2 chapters in. We're moving at a good pace, in my opinion. So let's check that out. Let's take a look around the house. Nothing in the messy closet. Oh. It's like you can hear the house settling. Yeah. Like things moving in the house. It's creepy. Let's take a spin. See what crazy things are around. You guys want to go up to the attic? We've basically done everything in the attic. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Okay. So. See if Miku's doing okay. Wonder if she's asleep. She's awake? Miku, what happened to the ambience?
Ray? What's the matter?
Can't sleep, house is haunted.
It's raining again. Lately,
Oh.
all I can think about is the past. Like back when I was a child.
That's a different piece of dialogue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second.
And there's another new piece of dialogue, so. Clearly, we're all starting to suffer. How's your doll? Okay. Anything else before I go check the rest of the house?
It's raining again.
Gotcha. Understood. It's ominous. God damn it, it's raining again. It's getting stuck in your head, too. When it does rain, I always say that to Choco.
A light drizzle has been falling for several days. There's something comforting about the sound of rain, the way it seems to envelop the whole house and everything in it.
And then you have this sound. Okay, not the dog. No? At some point, the TV does flick on. Okay. Nothing in here. Alright, we're almost done checking. I missed the doorway. Whoops. ambience is creepy. Yep, stain's still a stain. Is everything okay? Yep, 2 corpses. Everything's fine. Okay. Okay, no film. Alright, there isn't anything creepy happening in the house other than the ambience. Good to know. And the whispering. Oh! Miku!
Lately, all I can think about is the past. Like back when I was a child.
No!
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares.
Okay, I'll go
lately.
around then.
Are you alright?
No, because you just keep freaking teleporting everywhere. What am I supposed to think? Creepy noises, and then you. Don't do that, Miku. Okay. Alright, we're gonna call it a night. We are on the cusp of Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is a little lengthy, so we definitely won't be doing that tonight. Well, we got some good progress. We got 2 chapters down. We're caught up on, I think, most of the notes. We're doing good. We're at a good clip. Another month, maybe. I don't know. But we're going nice and slow. It's fun. It's good. Next week, next Thursday, we'll come back. We'll reconvene and do more. And, I think that's good. So, I don't see anybody I know on, unfortunately. So we can't raid nobody, but that's okay. We're gonna chill. So thanks for coming. It was really fun. Hold on a sec. Yay. Kirameki, or I mean, Sparkling Parfait, that's her 14 name, is up to something, and I'll let you guys know what it is, but she was collecting some clips from us, and needed an avatar, which is why I also changed my avatar. So if when I know what's going on with that, I'll let you guys know, because it's kind of cool. But yeah, new avatar this week. We're getting farther in this game. It's going well, for the most part. Maybe next week we'll be able to crank out like maybe 2.5 chapters. Maybe we'll get 3. They kind of start getting long again. Like Miku's chapters are kind of short. Ray's chapters are really long. And then Kay's chapters are also long. So that's just what we're looking at. So I'll see you guys next week, 5 o'clock, unless something does happen. Keep an eye on my Twitter, because that's where I usually make those announcements. Although I was on Instagram. I did post on Instagram on stories, so I'll try and be more consistent on Instagram too. Everybody have a good night. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Good night.